All right, so we have a new video here from the newly themed Halo Studios, no longer 343. So we're going to jump right in and pause at various points to give some reaction, give some thoughts. So let's take a look.
Chris Matthews, take one. Mark.
This is Casey Wu, take one. Mark.
I was told that I can just be my authentic self, Chris.
For 6 years, I don't want to be in front of a camera anymore.
There's so much to do and so much fun to be had when you play Halo that I feel like I never run out of things to do.
So that statement right there, I think that's obviously what everybody thinks of Halo and what everybody expects of Halo. However, probably not exactly what everybody is actually experiencing with the new generation of Halo, with Halo Infinite.
I love intricate stories that take place across lots of different worlds, have lots of different meaningful characters.
What made Halo successful at the beginning? What is the legacy of Halo, and what's the soul that we want to bring forward, and what's the craft of making Halo games, and how do we set our studio at best to go deliver on that?
So yeah, I think definitely everything that makes Halo is a whole wide range of things. Obviously you have Master Chief that's kind of pulling the weight. You have Cortana, so you have good characters, but you also have good gameplay, interesting story, interesting weapons and enemy types. And like Halo 3 I think is a great example of a lot of different things all blended together with, you got the Flood and the Covenant and the UNSC all kind of converging, and it's all kind of mixed together. So I think that's what makes Halo great.
We knew we had to make a change in order to take us into the future.
When I first heard about Halo moving to Unreal Engine, my first thought was, this is going to be a really hard secret to keep.
I think
So yeah, the main announcement here is that they're moving to Unreal Engine 5 for the next Halo games, which I think is a good option in terms of graphics and capabilities. And we'll see some of that later on in the video. But I'm not sure if it's going to improve the game that much or if it's really going to save the franchise from kind of the downfall that we've been seeing in the past few years.
Fans are going to be excited about the future of Halo because of the possibilities that are afforded us by using Unreal.
Before, we really had to split our focus in thinking about building an engine, supporting it, being really kind of a tech company and a studio at the same time.
Now, that is a really good point that they don't have to maintain their own engine for this. So they can just do everything within Unreal, and then, the people developing Unreal Engine can, do the updates and actually improve the engine. So I think that is a really good thing for this company and for, any company using an engine that's not built by you. Of course, you lose some of the customization and some of the nuance that you might have with your own engine. But ultimately, if you don't have the manpower or you want to move in a different direction, then I think it is a smart idea.
Since we've made the change to shift to UE, we can bring Halo forward in ways that people have never seen before while still being true to what Halo is.
The Foundry project was an effort to show ourselves how far we can push things using Unreal 5.
New studio art director, Chris, came to me and said, hey, I have this crazy idea.
He said, hey, there's this thing called Project Foundry that I want to do. Let's make it happen.
Foundry specifically is based around the same concept of the Foundry in Halo lore. It's the place where Halo rings are born. It's not a game, it's a research project for our studio so we can prepare ourselves for the next steps of making Halo games.
So if we just take a pause at this screenshot here, you can see it looks very, very good in terms of graphics. We can see a ton of detail. The trees look amazing. Everything blends together well. And Unreal Engine was just putting out a new lighting update as well. I'm not sure if they have that activated here or not. but that really improves the shadows and overall feel of it. So, of course, the next installment in the system will be graphically great, but all the other things that have been a good thing for Halo and why people stuck with Halo in early years and the early games, I'm not really sure if that will actually be around in this next game.
The original Halo franchise was a graphics showcase.
This statement I completely disagree with. Obviously, if we look at Halo CE, it was good for its time, absolutely. But to say it was a graphical showcase is not really accurate. I think when people think of Halo, they think of Master Chief. They think of the gameplay. They think of the Flood, the Covenant, all these elements that are all together inside of the gameplay. Graphics obviously have improved over the years. They have for any 3D game. But I don't think that graphics are the main point. As long as it fits the story and fits the system, then whatever the graphics looks like, I think it's totally acceptable. I mean, look at how many pixel games now are still being released in 2024 when we have such high graphical, computing power and graphical processing power. It's not the main point. It's not the main thing. If the game doesn't play well, it doesn't matter what it looks like. It's not a good game.
It was best in class. That's what Halo was when it first was released, and that's what Halo needs to be again.
So once Project Foundry had been approved, we took the entire creative team and we ideated on 3 locations, something old, something new, and something really alien.
We had the Pacific Northwest, which is sort of traditional Halo biome.
We were trying to shove as much foliage in there as humanly possible to make it really feel like you're on a hike in the, Cascades.
The Coldlands, which was the second biome that we took on, it was more of a technical showcase where we could play with shaders, we could play with deformable landscapes and terrains. Unreal affords us more opportunity than we've ever had in the past.
On the surface, it might just look all like snow, but how many layers of things come.
And again, they're very focused on the graphics here, and obviously Unreal 5 has great graphics and has the potential for great looking games. However, most people don't care how you created the game. They care about the outcome. They care about the finished product and if the product is actually even finished. Nobody cares about how many layers from the rock to the snow to the sky to the light beam to the banshee, whatever. It looks great, for sure, absolutely. But if the game play is not there, who cares? It really doesn't matter. It's cool to see the behind the scenes. It's cool to see how games are made. But most people don't care. If the game is not playing well, why would people want to spend their time dealing with that?
Combined to really give that winter look.
And then our third biome was the Blightlands, which is any land that's been completely taken over by the Flood.
I wanted to give our team the opportunity to really express an alien world, a really alien world, taking something way further than they may have actually done in previous Halo games.
What's impressed me about watching the Halo team work in Unreal is how beautiful everything looks, how incredible the environments look. I don't think we've seen anything quite like it in Unreal Engine before.
Fortunately, we have a studio that's really passionate about Halo, about the look and the feel, and
Yeah, I was gonna say something about this guy, but we'll skip past it.
I think there's a lot of hunger to really collaborate, to move forward together.
Foundry was an initiative that touched on every part of the creative process, everything from concept art, VFX, characters, vehicles, and weapons to make the future games of Halo.
Creating an asset, taking the
See, now this looks great. The gunmetal finish looks amazing. But like this whole zoomed in look and like looking at the really fine details, when somebody's shooting at you or when you're trying to shoot somebody else and trying to survive, do you care about this such fine detail? No, you don't. You care how the gun functions. You care if they're going to beat you before you kill them. Like, that's it. It's pretty simple.
this design, now we can really dig into material foundations. What is it actually made of? How is it physically?
I think these sorts of things are like, obviously, yeah, again, it's good to have a good looking game. Like, I'm not denying that for a second. However, this sort of like very in-depth dive is only for the developers, it's only for the artists, it's only for the people actually making the game. At the end of the day, people aren't going to say to their grandchildren like, oh yeah, back in my day, we used to play this game that had great graphics and, you know, the detail on the gun was so great. You know, it's like, who cares? Like, no, they're going to talk about Master Chief. They're going to talk about this story that, you know, is about humanity in the future. That's what they're going to talk about.
Accurate to the world. Now we get to take all the wonderful legacy assets that we have, bring them to life, and bring them to today's standards.
We are really excited to be not just working on multiple projects, but also expanding our studio.
As a lifelong Halo player, I think the game's only going to get better when we get those new, unique perspectives and people bring in their expertise and passion for the Halo franchise.
We are looking for new talent as the projects that we're working on kind of get further and further into their development cycles.
And it is great to be part of a team that's growing because you can kind of see that force multiplied as people come in and take on challenges and you can do more.
Imagine a place where you have...
Yeah, so of course every company needs to hire new people. You know, nobody's going to last forever. And I don't know how many people are actually still from the original team, or if that even matters, or if we've completely lost the whole point of Halo at this point. I'm not entirely sure with all of that. So new people can obviously, yeah, like they said, produce new perspectives, but it can also force you into a direction that doesn't really make sense for the game, and maybe ultimately will cause the franchise to fail. We'll have to see, but I mean, we saw in the beginning here with, I think she's like the staffing director or something. You know, she's got kind of this one. She's got, you know, pink hair, and, you know, obviously pink hair doesn't exactly mean anything, but I saw somebody else talking about her and showing her LinkedIn profile, and it seems like there might be some sort of push for DEI or something of that nature. And pushing Halo in a more woke direction, which is like not really what the game is about again, and not really what gamers want to hear about or worry about. They just want to play a great game. So I'd say if it goes in that direction, similar to Assassin's Creed Shadows, if it doesn't stick to the essence, then yeah, it's definitely going in a downward direction.
have the commitment that this is what we want to do, Halo games, and create those experiences. And you can express your talent, your creativity, and your professional ambitions in that place.
We're looking for designers, we're looking for artists, we're looking for engineers.
It feels like a new beginning for the studio in a lot of ways, and I think that's pretty rare.
And I think we arrived now at a point where you see the beginnings of people to start to believe in the process.
There's so much momentum that we have right now, and focus and clarity on not just what we're building, but why we're building, and kind of this next phase of Halo.
The worlds that...
She mentioned they have focus on why they are building, but I don't believe they actually covered that. Like, why are you building it? Like, do you actually have the answer? I mean, if you're just saying you know about why you're building it, that doesn't actually mean anything. That doesn't prove anything. Why are you shifting to Unreal 5 besides the graphics? And how will that actually improve the game? Or is the direction you're moving in with the story and the next level of gameplay and the next game, is that actually Halo, or is it evolving into something different? Which obviously, if you're still calling it Halo, then who's going to accept that and who's going to want to continue playing it?
We're building the stories that we're going after.
The potential at Halo right now is huge.
Halo Infinite was the last remnants of how we made Halo games in the past. That was our recipe, and what we are doing.
This shot too, I think some of the other shots of Master Chief and some of the weapons look pretty good, but I think this shot, he just looks kind of flat, and I don't know, the armor just looks off. I mean, if you look at some of the old like concept art or like cover art for like Halo 3 or something like that, like it looks great. This is kind of a bit off. It just doesn't seem right. The foliage obviously looks great, but the actual armor itself, I'm not sure what's going on with that.
And right now, we're changing their recipe.
Yeah, you can see it here again too. It's just like, it's just very smooth. I mean, obviously it's work in progress, but like, I mean, yeah, it just looks a bit odd. I don't know. Also, massive L on the logo. Like, what is this? What were you guys thinking? Why is it like this? Like, obviously we know it's Halo Studios because we're watching a video, but like, to somebody new, or like, you know, the younger generations that are just getting into gaming, or maybe have never even heard of Halo, if that's possible. I suppose it's possible. What is this, man? Like, it just looks ridiculous. Like, give some more clarity to it. Like, who decided on this? It's just ridiculous. I don't know. So that's just kind of the last point. I think that's about finished for the video here. So we'll see what other updates they provide to us in the coming months, coming years. I don't know when the next Halo game is going to be.
So in Halo 3, there's an area.
Here's a Halo video actually worth watching, or actually probably worth your time. I'm not sure if the next Halo game is going to be worth your time at all. This guy's great for sure, and he's still making videos on Halo 3, which, you know, proves some of the points that I was putting across. But anyways, that's a wrap for today, and we'll see if we get some more Halo updates in the near future. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below, and we'll catch you in the next one.